Hi folks, you're joining me on my sofa today. I'm quite tired from being in London, so I'm just going to do a quick Wordmark tutorial with you all today. I hope you are finding the challenge all right and you're able to feel like you can tick a task off. It is nice to tick a task off, even if it's just in your notebook. So I'll go ahead and share my screen and then come back out of that into this. So your word mark space is this one here. So for the purposes of this video, I've uploaded a graphic homepage design. You do not have to do this. And actually, I would argue that that isn't as legible as the standard Substack text would be. So I'm going to change it right back again and show you. So we go into our dashboard, we go into settings, and then we go into word mark. And then here it is here. So I would press the little cross there to take it out. And then it's going to go back to what it had before. So this is the name of the publication. So I've called the publication Design Your Home Substack Homepage in 7 days, 11 to the 19th of June. So it's just going to pull that through from the page description. If you wanted to add an image in here, you would design it up in Canva. You can get the size for the word mark directly from Substack, so I'll link to that below. I do have a template, but the template isn't magical. It is literally just a blank template that the Substack support article gives you. It also says it here, so you can set up a template in Canva with these sizes, and that will work. So then when you want to add the image, we'll just go down. I think it shouldn't have been that long ago. I'll just try this. Yeah, so you can see that I've tried with a few different versions of this, and I'm going to explain why. So I think it'll probably be number 7. Basically, what happens with the word mark is you need to kind of stretch it out to the edges of the template. So if you've got quite a short name, that can be quite difficult to do. My designer friend suggested putting a solid color backdrop. So if your Substack is white, that's really easy. You would just put a solid white color there. I haven't personally tried it. I just work it so that I drag the design out. Let me show you one of the other ones and how that jumps in. Obviously, you do get the preview of these. So maybe if I try this one, you'll see the difference. Oh, it doesn't like that one. Hang on. I was doing this the other day. I should have just recorded it as I was doing it, but I wanted it to be a bit quicker for you guys. Yeah, that looks the same. I'm trying to see if there is one with the colour. There we go. So this is the colour of the page. So here you won't see that, but when I click through, you will. So it automatically saves. And then you can click through and can you see obviously that rectangle disappears into the background. So like I said, it's completely up to you. I think it's clearer to read in lots of ways when we don't faff on with the word mark. If we are not good at design, we should definitely employ a designer. It's a difficult design thing to get right. I did link to some designers in the first video, so that might help. But again, just so you're super clear, you want to be in your settings, you want to type in word mark, and then you go here, and this is where you can upload a file. I'm going to leave it like that for the purposes of clarity for all of you. Some of the top grossing Substackers do not have a fancy word mark, so don't feel like it's something that you need to do. If you are trying to kind of bring your brand over and you've got a really strong brand, or if you're really interested in enhancing the look and feel of your Substack publication magazine style, it might be something that you want to play around with. I hope that helps. I'm going to turn off comments because I am not an expert in word marks. I've given you all of the knowledge that I've got, and anything else would be with a design professional. So have fun. If it's too faffy and you don't want to do it, you just leave it as it is. Okay, guys, lovely to chat. I'll check in with you again tomorrow.